We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Tampa. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Godwin in motion. They'll run with the rookie from Oregon. It's Bucky Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Real. Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, alert! Done.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
The motion man is Johnson. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They send Sutton in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Running is Akers. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing is Nix. Whoa! 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Big-time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. They'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
A run on 1st and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll try to run, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Denver. It's his third touchdown on the year. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert! Dead! Watch out!
Here's Irving. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Kings! 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 Hurry!
They send Godwin in motion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's into the end zone. Cade Otten. Touchdown Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run here with Akers. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They send Sutton in motion. Now, faking the give. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. 18 card, 18 card.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Good. What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They send Evans in motion.
The 35-yard line.
Good.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll find his running back, White. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Real. Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
On 2nd down, Baker. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll take it on in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Sutton in motion. Akers. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
From the pistol, here's Akers. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Regular. Up. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
On 1st down is Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's in! Mike Evans! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Bucs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Nix to throw. That's into the hands of Akers.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Going up top. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Third down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Third and 5.
Kings! Good. Point it right. Okay.
Throwing is Baker. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Second down. Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Run. Good.
The motion man is Johnson.
Done.
A give. This is Irving. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Run. Good. Real. Watch out.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Has thrown deep for Godwin. That is hard. And he will score. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers go up by 7. 28-21. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Play action now. It's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It's a gain of 12 there. good for a Denver first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. To throw is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be taken down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. Throwing, Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Nix gonna throw for it. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. On play action, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And a short pickup to about the 30. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. Watch out!
Mayfield to throw. He fumbled the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Back to throw is Nix. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They send Godwin in motion. They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rachaad White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Hurry! Regular. Up. That's hot.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. What's up?
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. This is intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Drive will start on the ground, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On second down, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. He gets free. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That pickup good for 29 yards. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught. He is in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll drop to throw. And he is in. The risk pays off. They take the lead here in the final moments of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return is Trey Palmer. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's first down. Baker to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They send Evans in motion. A run with White. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here is 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert!
Throwing is Baker. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. For a minute to play in this one. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
Set. Point it right. Run. Done.
Now Mayfield. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Second and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive